Let's talk about how to handle conflict. So, back when I was in a toxic work environment, my mentor, Pastor Eric, gave me some resources to handle the situation. So, in the beginning, I try to, treat others the way I want to be treated. That just had my boundaries crushed. The next thing what I did was reflective listening. So I would hear the disrespectful things that are being said or the boundaries that are being crossed, and then I would repeat it back to the person who was doing it. And it worked because it stopped them in their tracks. But then I realized that's not really how I want to be as a person. So I went back to Pastor Aaron and I was like, okay, clear the drawing board. How do we handle this? And so what he gave me, the first one was rational detachment. So I'm gonna take a step back. I'll let come in here. So imagine you're in conflict. Someone is yelling in your face. Act like you're yelling in my face. Dramatic, all up in your face, right? Telling you all these things, whatever, right? They're still going, they're going. Rational detachment allows you to take a step back, and they're still doing all the things that they were doing. But you take a step back like you're the third person in the conversation, right? And you're watching this conversation happening, and now you get to ask questions like, I wonder, what's going on in this person's day that led them to act this way? What is it that they're dealing with that's bothering them this much? Are they okay? How can I help them? And what it does is it actually, at first it feels weird, but then it starts to weirdly settle you. And so by the time you actually respond, you're in a different frame of mind than the actual conflict at hand. That's number one. The second thing is Q-tip. Quit taking it personally, right? Usually in most conflicts, there's responsibility both ways, but in most conflicts, the other person's actions have nothing to do with you. It has something to do with however their day was, their past experience, their background. And so learning that it's not completely your situation that's causing this helps you to handle it better. Okay, and then let me give you a couple more. Another one is, so now let's come back to this scenario. He's yelling. So yelling in my face, right? The natural response is for me to increase my volume and come back for him, right? But if I decrease my volume, slow my heart, not my heart rate, but my breathing, and I respond at a lower level while I'm talking to him, what it does is it makes this a vacuum. So he can hear what he's saying in an echo chamber, and it becomes really uncomfortable to continue yelling. Hold on.